welcome. So basically, in this individual reading, this will be for Cancer. This will be for a Cancer reading, and this will be for April 27th to May 2nd of 2026. So, in this wonderful reading that I'm going to provide you, Cancer, I understand what you're going through. I understand that there's always something rather than nothing. I always keep saying in my whole entire videos. Um, but this is how it is. It's going to be how it's going to be, where you're going to have less than more of this whole entire situation. You might have your own privilege of understand, but the way this is, it's going to be very, very interesting. This is not short and sweet. This is not the way it works, but there's always a wonderful feeling about, okay, well, I need to do it. I need to understand it. Yes, because in that way, you have to put yourself into perspective, there's always a way of knowing what to do, and you think that to yourself, it's like, this is how it goes, I need to do it. Yes, because in theory, you have to understand that, right? It's the way how it goes in that way, and you think to yourself, it's like, am I doing the right way? Am I doing the perfect way of knowing what to do? And it is, right? So whether you have to understand your own situation and your own way, you have to do what you can and think to yourself, it's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing exactly how it is? Do I have to be responsibility? So Cancer, you need to understand of how you're feeling in that way, because there's always, how it goes, and whether you decide if you distract someone, or if there was something that was going on, you have to figure out, this is how it goes, right? So the way this is, whether you think to yourself and say, I need to do it, in that way, you have to understand that, right? It's the way how it works. So that's how it goes. So overall, with this whole entire way, let's see what's going on. So you have basically the High Priestess Spirit reversed. You're not using your voice, and you have the Eight of Pentacles up where there's basically perfection. So you might deal with another Royal Capricorn Taurus in that way. But when you're not using your inner voice, there's something that's happening, right? So whether you are above your career or not, that's how it goes. Okay, Cancer, you need to know exactly how it goes, okay? So that's how it's going to be. So the way of this is, whether you understand of how it goes in that way, you have to know how it goes, and you have to think to yourself, it's like, well, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing it the right way? That's how it goes. So you have to see what's happening in that way, and you have to know what to do, and you think to yourself, it's like, well, this is how it goes, right? So that's how it's going to be. So this is how it goes, and you have to stand about what's going on in that way, whether you decide about what's going on in that way. So that's how it goes. So here we go. So in theory, Cancer, you have to fill this up right. There's change here. Everything changes for a reason, and in that reason, there's always, things will change, right? There's always changes, and like the seasons are changing, and the days are changing. Well, not really, but you know what I mean, right? So that's how it goes. But in theory, Cancer, I understand what you're going through, okay? And when you have change, everything changes for the better, right? It's like, this is how it goes. So you can see it as wonderful feeling and think, okay, this is how it goes. So I'm gonna go from the middle to left, middle to right. So page starts already. There's education. King Monteros is no leadership. King Capricorn is no support. The Strength of Uranus is no bravery. So you're being scared. Full Uranus is no change. 5 Cups over, there's grief. Yeah, exactly. So whether if you think that you're having grief, I don't know what you're going through, but the way this is, whether you have no bravery, you're being scared, there's something happening, right? So whether you have to have your own education, whatever it seems to be. So you might be doing in a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but you might be doing in a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius at the same time. But that's how it goes. So you understand how it goes. Let's go going from the middle to right side, please. Page Pentacles over, there's prospects. 9 Pentacles over, there's basically you're being comfortable. And Sun cards over, there's positivity. So you're dealing with another Leo. That's a fire sign. The 6 of Swords is no movement here, and the King of the Emperor is up with their structure here. So that's how it goes. But the way how you're going to do it, whether you're using your positivity, that's how it goes. So you might be good in their Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in that way, but that's how it goes, right? So you can see it in one way or another. So let me clarify this. Five of Cups here. Two Pentacles, sorry, you're balancing two things at once. Five Swords, sorry, there's conflict. Ooh, yeah. And Four Wands, sorry, there's celebration. Wheel of Fortune reverse, you're having bad luck. Yeah, so as you can see, I understand what you're going through, but there's always something. And that something is where, you're focusing about having celebration. Okay, you're going to celebrate, but why are you having conflict? Why are balancing two things at once, because there's something happening. So whether if you think to yourself, it's like, well, I'm having bad luck here, that's how it goes. Having bad luck is not as always easy. Things will change as they go along, right? That's how it goes. So let me clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Three Pentacles, sorry, you're basically having excitement, you're talking about it. Five Pentacles, there's no insecurity. Six Cups, there's no past. Eight Cups, there's no entertainment. Nine Pentacles, there's no trust. Just yours, you're not telling the truth, or you're lying about something. Nine Cups, there's no fulfillment. And Queen Pentacles, there's prosperity about money. In that way, that's how it goes. So whether you are saying that you're not telling the truth, you're lying about something, it's not good. It's like you're saying, well, it was me, I don't want to do it, I quit. Well, there it goes. Right? So there's something that was happening in that way, whether you understand of what you're going through in that way. It's like there's always something, and that's how it goes. Let me clarify this Emperor here. So let's see. So 2 Wands is up where you want planning on something. 4 Cups, there's a distraction here. And 6 Pentacles is up where there's kindness. Yeah, because whether if they want kindness, whether it's you versus them, Cancer, I understand what you need. They want they want kindness. Kindness goes a long way as it goes along, because you have to pay attention to it. You have to pay attention whether if you're being with another partner, or whether if you are doing okay. It all depends on you, right? It all depends on how you're going to be who you are, and be how everything is, and you think, okay, well, this is how it goes, I need to do it. Yes, because there's always a perfect level, and in that level you pay attention how you're feeling in that way, right? So that's how it goes. So let me clarify this Queen Pentacles here. There is yours, there's no decisions. Okay, what's this kindness? Wheel of Fortune, you're having good luck. Okay, so there was something that was happening in this situation. So let me clarify this Lovers here. Fool, there's change. Sun carries over, there's positivity. There's yours, there's no decisions. Tower, yours, there's no transformation. Chariot, there's progress. Exactly, that's how it goes. So whether you have change and positivity, you're going to stay positive. And when you have progress, you're making progress, right? So whether if you're going to stay positive, that's all you can do. But at the moment, you have to understand that it's always that way of knowing what to do, and you think to yourself, it's like, well, this is how it goes. I need to do it the right way, because that's how it goes, right? So that's how it's going to be. We're going to clarify this Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, you're between having good luck and bad luck for them. That's how it goes. Let me clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Death card is over, there's endings. Judgment is over, you're taking action. Terror is over, there's healing. Yeah, so you might be focusing on the Scorpio as another water sign, but the way this is, whether you're taking action, that's how it goes. So, for them, they might be feeling like, it's not my fault, I can't do this anymore. Well, it might be that, right? So there's always something. You have to understand it, you have to appreciate it, because the way of this is, you think to yourself, it's like, there's always that way, right? It's like you're saying, nah, boo boo, you can't catch me, but it's not that, Cancer. It's like the way how you're doing it for them, that you have to pay attention to it. It's like you're basically trying to figure out, like, I don't want to do this. I don't know what to do, and that's how it goes. So Cancer, I understand that. Whether if you have progress, positivity, change, okay, that's fine on your side. But for them, whether they want endings, they want healing, they want taking action, that's what they want, right? So it's like this is between you versus them in this situation, Cancer. It's a way of how you're going to do it in the right way rather than the wrong way, right? It's the way how it works because, if they are feeling like they want to be comfortable, then they will feel like it, right? That's how it goes. So you always see what's happening in that way, right? That's how it goes because that's what it is. So let me clarify this chariot card. Those here is no decisions, followed by let's see, Six of Cups over there is basically the past. Ace of Wands over there's new beginnings here. So basically, it could be achievement. It could be where you're focusing on another way of how it goes. There was something happening. So you might be dealing with another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that way, because that's how it goes. So whether you're focusing on the past, Cancer, I know what you're going through, but enough is enough, right? There's always something, and you have to understand that, right? There's no guarantees, right? It's like you can't even cross the street, right? It's like you need to, like, if you are basically crossing that street, you have to look both ways until you cross the street, right? Because you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention on how you're feeling in that way, whether you're going to acknowledge yourself crossing the street, even if you're being with your partner or not, or that's how it goes. And when you're focusing on that, you have to stay positive as much as you can. Yes, because there's that way, right? That's how it goes. Because nobody's not going to hold your hand crossing the street for you. No, because you have to work upon it by yourself, right? That's how it goes. Let me clarify this Temperance card for them. Let's see. Six Swords, there's no movement. The Stars over there's inspiration. 10 Wands over there's burdens. 3 Wands over there's communication. Yeah, so they want to communicate, right? Communication is a wonderful key, because if they want to have communication with you, Cancer, that's how it goes. Because communication is a wonderful feeling, but that's how it goes. So you might be doing this in a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius in that way, because you have to focus on that. You have to focus about the here and now of this whole situation, and that's how it goes. It's like, alright, this is how it goes. This is how lifting it is, because this is how it seems to be, and that's how it goes. Because you have to understand whether you have to do what you can in that way, right? It's the way how it works. So let's see what's going on in this middle of this situation. 5 Swords over there's conflict. 4 Pentacles here, there's no prosperity about money. Wheel of Fortune to the right, you're gonna have good luck. And 5 Wands is up right there's chaos. Exactly, that's how it goes. So in between both of you, whether you're having conflict, if you're having chaos, things are not going as planned, that's how it goes, right? So whether you see it the way of how it goes, that's how it's going to be, right? So that's how it goes. So let's see what's going on. Right, let's see. And let's see. Right, so we're going to go from the middle to the right, middle to left. 2 Wands is up right there. There's planning. 10 of Pentacles here, there's no wealth. Queen of Cups here, there's no empathy. Queen of Pentacles here, there's stability. 6 Pentacles is up right there's kindness. Swing of Rears, there's no bravery. King of Pentacles here, there's no security. 6 Swords reversed, there's no movement. 3 Wands is up right there's communication. Obviously there is. So whether they're being scared or they're not being bravery or whatever it is, they want communication. They want to communicate because that's how it goes. Whether they think that they have no money or whatever it is, but they want kindness, they want respect, they want things to be happening, going their way, because that's how it goes. Whether they like it or not, because that's how it goes, right? That's how it's going to be, okay? Let's read the middle and the left side for you, Cancer. Queen Wands reverse, there's no charisma. Ten of Swords is upright, there's conclusions. Hangman reverse, there's no restrictions. Two of Swords reverse, you know which path you're going to take. Nine of Swords reverse, there's no trauma. Page of Cups reverse, there's no loyalty. Two of Cups reverse, there's no relationships or friendships. Interesting. Six of Cups is upright, there's the past. Exactly. So whether if you're drawn to the past, leave that alone. But you know what, Cancer? Whether you focus on the past, I understand what you're going through. The past is the past, you know. But when you're focusing on the past, why do you keep doing it? Why? You know, that's the question. That's how it's going to be. So whether you're focusing on the past, you might be focusing on other Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? It's like you need to understand that. You need to understand what you're going through in that way. So let me clarify the Six Cups here. So we have Five Wands reverse, there's no chaos. King of Cups reverse, there's no support. Taurus reverse, there's no healing. Eight Wands reverse, there's no speed. The Knight of Pentacles reverse, there's no trust. Exactly. Five Cups reverse, there's no grief. Page of Swords is upright, there's education. Exactly. So whether things are not going as planned, it's like you're going to be educated on it. That's how it goes. So education will go the right way because that's how it goes. Let me clarify this three wands here for them. Knight of Wands reverse, there's no immaturity. Justice reverse is now telling the truth. So they're lying about something. Exactly. Ten of Cups reverse is there's incompletion. Five of Pentacles is upright, there's insecurity. Exactly. So they're feeling insecure because about their lies, because about how it goes. It's like you're not lying in bed, no you're not. But for them, they basically have lies because they say, oh well, I can't tell you that, well, I lost all my money here. That's a lie, right? So it's like that's how it goes, Cancer. Where if you focus on them, you're focusing on them. You're focusing about what's going on that way because that's how it goes. Very clear. Let me see what's in the middle. Page Pentacles over, there's prospects. Above the High Priest reverse, there's no inner voice. Ten Cups reverse, there's no delusion. And Queen of Swords over, there's independence. So you're gonna show your independence as long as you need to, because that's how it goes. And you have to think to yourself, it's like, this is the way it works. I need to do it the right way. That's how it goes, right? That's how it's going to be. So, the universe is saying that you need to focus on having independence. Focusing on that. Because when you focus on that, that's how it's going to be. And you have to do it, right? You have to do it exactly how it is in that way. And you focus on that. You have to focus about the here and now of the situation, on what you're going through, because that's how it goes. So I hope you all like this video. Try to understand it. Try to give a like in the comments, but that's how it goes in that way, and you have to focus on that. So I hope you all like this video. Please give a like. Please leave a comment if you want, and I'll see you next time I'm gonna do. And that's how it goes. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day to all, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, and have a nice day, and thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye for now, Ree. Thank you. Have a nice day, and bye.